You got the vaccination?
Yeah. Schools train people to be ignorant with style.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me.
Thank you.
They give you the equipment that you need to be a functional ignoramus.
Thank you for having me.
Sunlight reduces the size of internal cancerous tumors.
I thought sun causes cancer.
I want to ask you about your own vaccination. You got your first shot when?
Well,
Everybody
actually,
says stay out of the sun because it causes cancer.
That's right. They did a study at Baylor University where they took 2 groups of experimental animals. They gave one the standard American diet, which is terrible.
You know, still I feel like
American schools do not equip you to deal with things like logic. They don't give you the criteria by which to judge between good and bad in any medium or format.
I know where I belong.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or
In a poor country called Ethiopia, in a poor continent called Africa, and wanted to wait until Africa and other countries in other regions, low-income countries, start vaccination.
you know, or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or.
So I was protesting, in other words, because we're failing.
When you're, no, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people, if your kid wanted to find out.
And they prepare you to be a usable victim for a military-industrial complex that needs manpower.
They gave the other one a highly nutritious diet. Then they exposed both groups of animals to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. In the group on the standard American diet, 25% got skin cancer. In the group on the highly nutritious diet, not one animal got skin cancer. It's the way we're eating.
As long as you're just smart enough to do a job and just dumb enough to swallow what they feed you, you're going to be all right.
Whether or not there's a man on the moon, or whatever, you know, something, or, you know, whether those aliens are here or not.
But if you go beyond that, you're going to have these grave doubts that give you stomach problems, headaches, make you want to go out and do something else. So I believe that schools mechanically and very specifically try and breed out any hint of creative thought.
90% of the time I have no idea what the I'm talking about.
Skin cancer is a relatively new phenomenon in the last 60 years or so, and yet our ancestors for hundreds of years have been living outdoors, working outdoors, and they didn't get skin cancer. It's a new phenomenon.
And the kids that are coming up.
So what's the alternative for the parent who would agree with you?
Well, remember that the school isn't the only place that a child gets educated. If you realize that the schools are doing damage, and I believe this, I believe that schools do a lot of damage to kids, then you should do what you can at home to help give them something to counteract what's happening to them at school.